So, hello and welcome back to my channel this morning. It's very early. I'm cuddling with my kitty in real life, and my voice is definitely my morning voice, like right when I wake up. But I wanted to go ahead and record this video and get it up for you guys because I haven't posted in a couple of days, and talk about where we're at with other things on my channel. So, in today's video, I have essentially gone ahead and made my 3 images that I'm going to be posting for my thumbnails on YouTube. In case you didn't know, YouTube has this feature where you can make 3 thumbnails for the same video on YouTube, and over the course of 2 weeks, it will essentially figure out which one was clicked on the most, and then that will become your main thumbnail for the video. Basically, I make all of my thumbnails on Adobe Express, and I've made 3 different ones. Some more visually heavy, some more simple, and the other involving romance. And I wanted to just pop up a recording of me making those, and I'll probably do a voiceover to let you guys know what I'm thinking, and then after that, I just hope that you guys look out for them on my channel. Maybe you can hear my kitty now. Alright. So, as you guys can see, my little person's making a giant face, essentially, where she's extremely excited, and that's just because I'm talking in the video, but I've muted it and I'm doing a voiceover. So, move my cord out of my way. There we go. Anyway, so with this thumbnail in particular, I wanted to try the idea of a romantic interest and seeing if the romance pulls in more viewers than the other 2 thumbnails that I do. Basically, I'm just gonna place all of my bits and bobs where I think they should go to create the most visually interesting thumbnail. And yeah, this is my romance one. I'll just let you guys go ahead and view it. In case you guys didn't know much about the game and are interested, this dragon statue that's in the upper left in that image there is actually not the same dragon statue as the one on our farm. Speculation is that it is actually a girl dragon and it's another potential romantic interest. Sorry about the phone noise. But yeah, it's a female dragon, and or most people think it's a female dragon. And that she is also a potential love interest, but you'll see in a later video that when we go into the mines and break a seal that is keeping perhaps maybe this dragon trapped, that at least for me, it does not show up as a potential romantic interest. But people are speculating that that will actually change and it will be a romantic love interest in the game, that all of the dragons will be a romantic love interest. That is a possibility. Now, I flipped over to this one here to attempt to find a text that I had been using in the past and couldn't remember the name of right away. But it did not have it, and then I just decided that while I was on this thumbnail that I would finish it. It was one that I had been working on the other day and just didn't finish. So in this one, I wanted to create kind of like a panic moment and see if that would draw viewers in. Um, and it's not a lie. Michael, get off my keyboard. Sorry, guys. Kitty on the keyboard. You cannot sit there. Sorry. All right. Anyway, um, where was I? Essentially, I flipped over to that one and decided to make it visually interesting via attempting to make myself look panicked about the game because I did get way too much mail. A lot happens in this Silent Sundays video, which is what these thumbnails are for. Oh no, I didn't write Silent Sunday on any of them. Ah, okay, I'm gonna have to go back and change that. Um, so the thumbnails will essentially be the same, but with one more element than what we saw here in today's video, because I forgot to mention that it was a Silent Sunday. All right. Anyway, this one's supposed to be visually interesting via panic, and I brought the turquoise color up to the Fields of Mystria, like spring 1, day 7. That way it kind of draws the eyes down towards the other male. And then we're going back to this one. I'm just fixing up some of these bits and pieces in the Fields of Mystria logo. Um, I don't always make them perfect because a lot of times you won't see them because they're so small, but a few of them were bothering me, so I needed to fix them. But yeah, this one is supposed to be kind of a lover's idea. I was trying to bring in this text again by copying it, but for some reason it wasn't pasting. And then eventually I just remembered the name of the text, at least partially, and then I just decided to type it in here. And then we'll go ahead and place it. And then I was just trying to create a unique heart pattern that would perhaps draw people in. And I'll let you guys just go ahead and watch me edit this. I didn't want to clip it too much. I wanted you guys to kind of see how I did it. Now, these pink lines in Adobe are actually ways to help you recognize whether or not something is centered. But whenever these pink lines show up, it's usually also the most visually interesting for the human eye. Like it's something that it'll be drawn to. In case you guys didn't know, we always look for triangular-like patterns in artwork, which is kind of what I did with those 3 small hearts there. And then I brought down the orange from the fire to draw the eye down the page. It also helps that my kitty's eyes are orange. So you're looking pretty much everywhere from top to bottom and left to right. All right, and then the third image, I usually delete all of the other, like I'll just copy it, rename it, like I do here. So like Fields of Mystria S1 day 7, and then this is thumbnail 3. Whoops. Um, Let it duplicate. All right. Pretty much I will keep any of the elements that I thought were interesting and then I'll get rid of the rest. Just like this, I just go ahead and click them and delete them. And then I need to keep the Fields of Mystery logo. I need to keep myself and Spring Day 1. And then I look for a visually interesting scene from the game that I played. And then I use it as a thumbnail. I thought about using me in bed and being like, caught the black lung pop, but then I remembered a different scenario that happened in the game where we take our first bath at Juniper's place, and then that's the picture that I decided to use. I won't ruin what happens if you haven't watched any of my other videos and already seen what happens, but well, the thumbnail will explain it all. I don't want to spoil it at all. But basically, I'll go ahead and remove the background so we just have us in this giant bath at Juniper's. And then I'll keep the Fields of Mystery logo and the Spring logo. And in this one, I tried to center my person more so than put me off to the side and create a little bit of a visual break between the title and the game. So I tend to think that these ones with the visual breaks in the middle, at least the way that I edit, um, are a little more visually heavy, and so I don't think it's going to be the one that is clicked on the most, but I don't know. Maybe you guys will click on it the most out of spite just to prove me wrong, but I think the one that is going to be clicked on the most is going to be probably the romance one, because I know a lot of us are excited about these dragons for this particular game. But usually, my prediction is that it is going to be the most simple. And this one is not the most simple. You'll see here that I try a few different like speech bubble ideas and different texts inside of them that I just didn't end up going with at all. And yeah, um, this is just how I create my different thumbnail images. In case you guys didn't know that YouTube had that feature, you can create three, and by popular choice, it'll pick the most clicked on one to remain your main thumbnail after about 2 weeks of research. And I'm interested to see which one it is. And if you guys are interested in this, I will continue making this a series where I make 3 thumbnails and then we see which one is clicked on the most. Um, I actually think that that is something that I will do regardless because I'm interested in the science and algorithm behind it. I wouldn't necessarily call it an algorithm. I guess the science. I'm interested in the science behind it. Um, I created these 3 different thumbnails. Aside from having to go back and adding Silent Sunday on them somewhere in the image, I hope that you guys look out for these. And on Sunday's video, if you could comment down below which thumbnail you saw first, that would be most appreciated. I will find out in 2 weeks, but it'd be nice to kind of know a little bit beforehand um, what you guys saw first. Now, I wanted to keep this little life trinket up here. Um, wasn't sure where I wanted to put it at first, but I wanted to keep it. So, as I said, please look out for these on our Silent Sunday and let me know which one you saw first. Um, yeah.